I'm Rob Dahm, and this is the world's only 12 rotor. Now, I might be known more for 4 rotors, which is about a third of this, and building them to make a lot of power, but this engine right here has caused so much pain for this whole team getting it to run. This is unlike anything else. For those of you that want to dig into the build series more, we've got that link in the description, but this is what everybody has been begging for, and that is getting this thing to fire. We went to AutoZone and bought $1,000 in car batteries to make sure we follow through on what we're talking about. We are attaching them to each other in a very abnormal way. These two starters here use about 180 amps each to turn this motor over 80 revolutions per minute. So we are at such a slow crawl that this engine does not want to produce compression, and worse yet, because all the spark plugs are on the bottom, it's very easy to flood this motor. So we're gonna be spinning it twice as fast at 24 volts. From here to here, 12 volts. Same thing as you'd expect from here to here. But once you get across over to here, 24.8 volts. So right there, the starter will now get double, but the ECU can't get that, or we will fry everything over there. We will end up burning out the solenoid at some point. Let's just jump right into it.
Oh my God!
There's no better proof that my tune is popping. No, okay, no takers, no takers. I set the timing really aggressive on that to get some sort of life, and you can see this, look at this. It backfired, so it ignited and went backwards, and it made my laptop bounce. I thought I blew up my laptop. I honestly thought like the battery, the lithium, but we're gonna go ahead, I'm gonna make it less aggressive. We're gonna go ahead and turn it over again. I think we're gonna get it fired. So this time we're gonna add fuel back in. Since we know that matters, I set it to 0 degrees instead of 4 or negative 20. There, you see my arm? Went right through it. That
counts as a fire.
Yeah. Oh, loud environment. Okay, so we have gotten a lot done, but most importantly, I'm going back to the old school chest cam. The trigger wheel was actually going too low voltage, it was not centered, so it was, and then as soon as it would disappear, it would reset, and that's why we were backfiring. So now that I know why it's backfiring, we actually start it. And we also have a pedal, which means I can now do fuel cut, depending on what circumstances we have, instead of it not knowing at all. The only downside is that I've got this aiming right at me, but I'm willing to take those shots for you guys.
That was my face.
Fuck! Yes! Yes! Oh my God!
That was Krispy Kreme worthy.
Yeah, that was it.
Nice.
Oh yeah. That was actually really intense. It was like,
Yeah.
oh, I was like, wait, the starter's going louder. And so I had to play with the pedal a little bit to get the air to fuel ratio just right. And I mean, the rest speaks for itself. We have a fucking running 12 rotor. If that didn't please you, I don't know what can, but look at this. This shot.
There was so much fuel that came out of that.
So much
one.
fuel, yeah, because it's got to clear all the excess fuel.
Mm-hmm.
And now that the engine ran, we could fire it up again, but I'm going to take a couple minutes. We're going to review the logs, and we're going to bring Patreon in for the real ceremonious first start. Those are cold. This thing's been pretty good to us. That's our standard like Harbor Freight starter. But I was like, there's got to be a 24 volt starter somewhere, power thing. And look at this. This thing's just 24 volts. But this is the part that has me raising eyebrows. That's a lot of zeros after that one. 1,000 amps, 24 volts. That'd be 24,000 watts, 24 kilowatts. Where the fuck? What even plugs into it? I don't even see a connector. Is it a battery itself? Like, do you put a battery fucking inside of this thing? So that is not what we thought it is. It's a tester. This is the load, so it increases the load, and then you can see how much it can output. So all we would do is just drain the batteries using this. It's an opposite. This thing is the opposite of what we wanted to do. We just got what we have right now, which is a 15 amp charger. We got 4 of them. We're gonna have all 4 of these going, so that's what, 60 amps? We also got 2 of our anti-gravity jump packs charging right now. 24 volts plus 12 plus 12. All of it means this thing can finally spin like a normal rotary engine speed and hopefully roar to life. And so we're about to see what that means very quickly.
Holy shit.
What have we done? What have we done? We need to talk about the elephants in the room. We have way too many batteries, way too many chargers, way too much going on just to melt these poor starters to the ground. Wasp is making a diesel MT39 massive starter that will do about 4 times the amount of starting that these can on 12 volts. We fully recharged everything. All of our starters were all at 0, the batteries were low. So overnight we reset everything. And so I'm hoping that this thing can fire up kind of quickly without any help, give you guys that genuine it's alive moment. I know it's alive, we all know it's alive, but there's a fluke and then there's actually running. We could have stopped this video already, but I'm determined to give you guys proof without a shadow of a doubt that we can make the 12 rotor run. Holy shit!
It idled and everything!
Idled and everything. Oh my god! Yeah.
What the heck happened to that fluid?
It shot oil everywhere, but I was watching and I made sure the Heltec had all of its safety so it would cut if we lost oil pressure. But I was watching it just boil. It didn't matter. It's alive. It is absolutely alive. Thank you guys for helping us get to this moment. 12 rotors is a dozen, a baker's dozen, and we've honored ourselves that we will get Krispy Kreme donuts. Oh, hello. Okay, I'm gonna go with rotor 1. Just Joel.